This is 20 questions. Many thanks, wonderful members of the audience, wonderful members of the 20 questions community. 20 questions, the Parlour game is online, it's on TV and on radio. On it, you have a panel. Sometimes there are more than 3, sometimes there are less. But all they do is to grapple and arrive on a given object within the limits of 20 questions. On this edition of the program, I'm privileged to have leading the team, Savior Ekpe. Savior Ekpe is the publisher and editor-in-chief of Newsfront newspapers. Is accompanied by the immediate past DG of the 20 questions community, Usoro Peters. Usoro Peters is an engineer, and there's also another person, a third guy on the block. He's quite good, quite humble, a radio presenter. Ever since he joined the ranks of radio presenters, made him so popular. I've not got to see him anymore, but he still remains what he is. Would be Dr. Charles Mando. I know his friend and colleague, who like him is a lecturer at the University of Calabar. Would be Dr. Mando is a lecturer at the Department of Music, University of Witty. I know his friend and colleague, that is Adriel Churi, would be laughing his head off. Those things that I said about him, but all of that in the lighter mood. My name is Michael Bush. I'm the chair, and I'm joined by mystery voice Mfone Kaiba, who, like me, comes from the correctest part of Nigeria. Please put your hands together for us. I'd like to thank the rest of the team. I'd like to thank you, wonderful members of the audience. The technical team here is led by Consultee, who also has a supervisor, that's Nsisong Essien, and then, of course, Ansa, who is managing the audio. If you are set, we all are. Mystery voice, object number 1.
Lucifer. Lucifer.
Panelists, animal is a cake. And I'll quickly add, panelists, just for you, that the last time this happened, when we would show the audience the object and they would giggle, everyone would be laughing or smiling and trying to suppress the laughter, was when the Reverend Johnson Ahirika could not on the show name himself. I don't know. I saw him today, was, feeling very good with himself. I don't think he remembers that day. We all do remember. So I warn all of you. You saw what they did, so you have to be careful.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
Is animal human?
I'm wondering now what to answer. Human!
The boss, the response from the members of the audience, human, and took them seconds to laugh it
Absolutely.
out. If I should ask, is this woman alive?
How would I know? It's alive!
All right, Mr. Chairman, our living human. Are we looking at the male?
What else would it be? No! 3 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, we'll get to know why they laughed. But Mr. Chairman, let's look at Africa. Is this male from Africa?
Please count Africa out of it. 4 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, 4 questions.
if I had asked if this human is a female, would your answer be yes?
No, it wouldn't have been. 5 questions.
Mr. Chairman, you're looking for a human tattoo.
6 questions now. I'm looking for a human name. Name that you give to your children. Yes, that's why. As a matter of fact, that's why this particular name is on the show. A father and the mother of a child just recently woke up in a particular country in the world to name their child this. A new child, a newborn baby. And the authorities of that country said, no, it can't happen. You can't do that. And I'll tell you what, when they went to defend, it's not like Nigeria, In this country, as a matter of fact, that country is Sweden. I don't want you to waste time about that. Parents went to register their newborn baby. And then the authorities said, no, you can't use that name. And they said, no, we use the name because it means this. They said, no, we don't want to cause any offense. We don't want anything that would be offensive. Can you imagine? But in Nigeria, you can give your child any name, right? And then you say you're not free here. right? And you talk about hate speech. You should celebrate some things. Thank God for little mercies. 6 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, let's look at the physical meaning of this name. Is it linked to religion?
Yes, it is! 7 questions would be Dr. Charles Mando. It's too early in the day to ask me this kind of questions. But what do I know?
Mr. Chairman, this name
Yes.
is ridiculous in nature.
I don't think it's ridiculous. 8 questions.
Mr. Chairman, this name, is it one word?
1 word. 9 questions. I think that the mistake we all make is to immediately assume that because we're talking about religion, then it must be Christianity. No, not necessarily. So you asked me that, I'm just trying to help you. You could look into Islam, you could look into Judaism, you could look into the other major religions of the world. You could even look at traditional religion. Why not? 9 questions.
Mr. Chairman, is this name an English word?
You know, stricto sensu, when you look at it from the beginning of language, it is not. 10 questions. As a matter of fact, I think it's Latin.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
this name, the letters of this word, is it 5 letters?
No, not 5. But you never know. 11 questions.
Mr. Chairman, you said something about exploring other religions.
Yes.
Can we find this name in the Bible?
Yes, we can! 12 questions, but I'm sure again, there's the other side of the argument. The fact that it's in the Bible doesn't make it necessarily Christian.
Of course.
Aha. 12 questions.
Mr. Chairman, does this name suggest rejection?
Suggests rejection. In a very technical sense, in a very distant sense. Please give me a round of applause. 13 questions.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
how Ichabod is this name?
Ichabod related.
Ichabod
Or how
related is
Ichabodish
Yeah,
is this name.
yeah.
What is it about Ichabod again?
Well, Mr. Chairman, we are asking, we are
14
to ask you.
questions. No, it's not Ichabodish. I think this one, even if Ichabod was a bad name, this one is the one in chief. 14 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, how Malian related is this word?
How what?
Malian related.
How Malian.
Yes, please.
You know, what is Malian?
From Mali.
That's from Mali?
From Mali.
No, not from Mali. The
Oh, yeah, withdrawing it?
Well, we draw it Malianly.
Okay, Malian. Over 100 people currently answer this name in Sweden. All right? There are 121. And guess what? 119 of them are men. 2 are, wait for it, women. So what manner of name is this?
Mr. Chairman, the Bible character who may have unfortunately been the recipient of the name, can we find in the Old Testament?
In both testaments, really. You can find them in both testaments, 15 questions. And let me say that even the Swedish parents, those who wanted to name their child this, they actually went to court when it was turned down. And they tried to say, oh, this is what it means. This is what it means. It comes from this. It comes from Syria. It means this and all of that. And the court in Sweden said, no, you are wrong. We are not approving the name. So the appeal failed. 15 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, 15 questions. I think we should.
There's nothing to tell you because it's
awesome.
already on the table. In fact, one of them is sitting with you. I take that back. Malianly. 15 questions, panelists. I thought when I said one of them was sitting with you, okay, you're wondering whether it was.
Mr. Chairman, are we looking for Judas?
Judas. Because he killed Jesus, right?
No.
But if he didn't kill Jesus, where would we be today? All the salvation that we say we enjoy because of that blood. I think we should even have a day to celebrate Judas. 16 questions. Yes, that's the way to look at a cup of water that is not full. People say it's half empty. Why do you say it's half empty? Why don't you say it's half full? 16 questions, panelists.
So you're not saying anything about the question.
About Judas? No, it's not Judas, of course. It won't be Judas, but I just said that we needed to celebrate him. And we can celebrate him by beginning to name your next child that. 16 questions, panelists. Yes.
Mr. Chair, the lead of all leads.
The lead of all leads, the father of all leads, it's that you're looking for a name that you cannot call to your child. Even in Nigeria. A name that you cannot give to your child. What is that name? 16 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, this name, does it have 2 letters?
What?
The name you are looking for?
2 letters?
Yes.
Like Oz?
No, not Oz.
Okay, it doesn't have 2 letters, but I don't even understand that. 17 questions, 3 and we're home and dry.
Mr.
Can we
Chairman.
go? Yes.
In the course of your explanation,
Yes.
have you mentioned this name?
Is that a question?
Yes. No.
What manner of chairman would I be if I did? 18 questions, no. In the course of the explanation. That's a smart question, but I'm smarter than that. So no. Even if I mention it, no.
Mr. Chairman,
18 questions. Yes, 18
with the
questions.
whole explanation,
Yes.
saying you deliberately did not accept the 5-letter word because Jesus is also a 5-letter word.
I didn't say deliberately. I said we didn't even bring a 5-letter word here. Aha.
Okay.
But it could be a synonym for a 5-letter word. 18 questions. That's the father of all needs.
Mr. Chairman, they are looking for Christ.
I'm looking for
Christ.
God forbid. 19 questions. How can I be looking for Christ in this context?
Mr. Chairman, it is either you're looking for Satan or devil.
I'm looking for Satan or devil.
Yeah.
I want to say 20 questions and then give you a round of applause. But
Mr. Chairman.
yes, I'm looking for Satan. Or devil. Bad.
What?
19 questions.
Wait.
Did you hear? I'm looking for Satan or devil. Bad. Oh la la.
Satan.
It's so close, but it's so far.
Mr. Chair, the final lead.
Yes. The
Final lead.
Yes.
is that we're looking for Satan or devil. Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's what the authorities in Sweden told the man and the wife, that look, you cannot give your child this satanic name. The parents insisted that, well, they wanted their child to bear this name because the bringer of stuff. Bible people. Bringer of stuff. Bringer of light. What is another name for Satan?
Devil.
Apart from devil.
Lucifer. Are you looking for Lucifer?
Lucifer is too long for me. What is another name? 19 questions.
Mr. Chairman, this one is not a question.
Yes.
I'm just thinking aloud.
Yes.
The name is an English name. Not.
We have already asked.
No, you don't get my point. Mr. Chairman said the original word is not an English word.
I told you that's a word that comes from Latin. It derives from Latin. You know, another thing that I want you to learn just by watching or listening to 20 questions is courage, boldness, the ability to stand even alone when you think you're correct. You see, today, all three of them don't have that.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, are you looking for the word Satan?
Can you imagine? Upon on top of all my preaching.
Mr. Chairman, that's not the final. I think you're looking for the word devil.
Okay. Have you heard him? Usoro Peter says, Mr. Chairman, what would be Dr. Charles Mando is saying is not what you're looking for. You're looking for devil. Can you imagine?
No, shut up.
Can you imagine? Gentlemen, one more shot. The last shot. And I'm just giving you this to you as bonus.
Okay, just give us the last lead.
That is it. Dr. to be
Just
Charles
lastly.
Mando. Can I stay with you? What is the word?
Satan.
One more time. You know, our God is not a God of... Our God is not a God of opportunity knocks but once. Dr. Charles Mando to be, for the last time,
Oh my
have
God.
mentioned that word on this program. What is that word?
Oh, really? Okay. I go back to Lucifer.
You go back to Lucifer. If I told you to just shift a little from Lucifer, what would that be? So if you shifted from Lucifer... just
Christ.
a little. Okay. Okay. You know, something is happening in heaven. God is getting angry and says, what are these people even doing? And dragging the name of Christ in the mud. So that should not happen anymore. Let's rescue them from themselves. We'll be looking for Lucifer. Listen, boys, you see, they meandered and meandered and meandered. They crash landed somehow, but they got it. So Lucifer is the name. It's raising quite some dust in Sweden because parents insisted that they wanted to name their newborn baby that because it means bringer of light. But the authorities said no. And I think this is also the opportune moment for perhaps Nigeria, perhaps Akwa Ibom, perhaps local government councils to begin to look at names. Should we?
You know, Pangongo, Ntongo Fongwed, Akefia 2019-2020, Anamic Bakiba, Alikamo, Njen Mejo Fongwed, no, Daukara Kwaibo, His Excellency, Udom Emmanuel, Eku, Education Monitoring Team, Ebe Meyen, Ewo Machire, Homogena Feedem, Naka Fongwed, Usuram, Nkan Pokefa, Agena de Koruba, Kemagua Musiene, Metitia, Kau Fongwed Kini, Amagua Sinequem to Wojan Pop, Ku Yon Tumofore, Ageno Fongwed, Amaka Fongwed, Sinekum Setitia, Kugo Kan, Kefa, Kudo Yondo, Kude Banono, Piso, Antangami, Bono Paibum, Aso Mecho Fongwed, Alon Kilon, Emau de Bai, Afen and Antong. yong ke wi kadi u kara His Excellency tu do Emmanuel alu ke ni kun mo ku fong wit ade kem fon tongo ke primary ke bo secondary anu go liana bo wa ye adi yong miang fong wit anu go penga metiti a bo fyong kini ne men ko mo ngenti long ke chi mbo e ki jang bai dem adaw kara His Excellency tu do Emmanuel ni kun mo pen to ko bo me kayang wit ang mo borodo awa se le on ko bo Mrs. Idong Siri Tiebe Senior Special Assistant and Above Logic Education Monitoring Akeneto.
Ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome the 20 questions panelists of the year, the Reverend Osondu Ahirika. The first year we gave a generator to the winner. The second year, not so much money. He doesn't dare argue. And this third year, the Reverend Osondu Ahirika has a blank check. It's therefore my honor and privilege to invite Winnie and Dialachi Bush to please step forward and present this award. Next object, Mr. Boys.
Surprise victories. Surprise victories.
Panelist, abstract, bad news.
Mr. Chairman, is it now?
A noun.
One word.
Not one word.
Mr. Chairman, is your noun a virtue?
Yes, it is. 3 questions.
2 words.
2 words. 4 questions.
Mr. Chairman, can we look at this abstract in the religious circle?
Yes, you can. Please give them a round of applause. 5 questions.
Mr. Chairman, is it the terminal point of one's faith?
Is there any terminal point in faith matters? 7 questions now.
Mr. Chairman, in the course of this recording, have you mentioned this word?
If I did, how will you know? 8 questions I haven't.
Mr. Chairman, let's look at family.
Family.
Can this object be the mainstay of family?
Families will be so happy. Families will be so happy. Put your hands together for them. 9 questions, panelists. Families will be so happy if this were to happen frequently, to happen in quick succession.
Mr. Chairman, is miracles one of the words?
Yes, in some sense, but no. 10 questions.
In some sense.
In some sense, it's there.
In what sense?
In the sense of amazement.
In-
Amazement. Aha.
Mr.
What
Chairman,
manner of 2020 are you looking forward to? Yes.
is divine one of the words?
No, it's not. You guys are too spiritual for my liking. 11 questions, panelists. Divine can be there, but it's not there. It's not all the time you want to bring out those born-again words.
Mr. Chairman, one of the editions we did talk about Vision 2020.
Yeah, sure.
Does it have anything to do with Vision 2020?
Yes, but this can be your Vision 2020. 12 questions, but no. Amazing. Amazement. What are you looking forward to having? What do you want to see? That's what we're looking for. And they're going to come like this. In amazement, they will amaze your frenemies, your so-called friends. Who are your number 1 enemies? 12 questions, yes.
Mr. Chairman, there are a lot of things we would want to have in 2020, like success.
Success, yeah.
Yes.
13 questions, okay. Continue.
So, success is one of the gains. So, it's one of the words.
Not necessarily, not by itself. I'll still stay with 13 questions. Not by itself, but it's there by another name.
Success is gain. So, can I use the word gain?
No. 14 questions because I gave you that word. So it's a no. Apart from gain. You make your own word, yes.
Is 2020 one of the words?
2020?
Yes.
Wow. 15 questions I'm afraid now.
Another word for success can be said to be victory.
Victory! 16 questions.
So, we've established that victory is one of the words.
Well, remains to be seen. Victory. I just screamed because it said victory. But whether it's one of the words, you didn't answer. Yes, 16 questions.
So, is victory one of the words?
By another name yet.
Oh my God.
17 questions. What is the other step? If you raise victory from power 1 to power 2 and on, it's what?
Victory, victorious, victory.
Aha.
Mr. Chairman, did you say it's a noun?
It remains a noun, yes. 17 questions.
Okay, so we are looking for a victorious 2020.
Okay, thank you. 18 questions now. So if you raise victory to power 2, to power 3, to power 4, to power 5, and on and on, what does it become?
Oh, double victory?
Aha! Very good.
Mr. Chairman, recurring victories.
Yes. Recurring.
Victories.
How did you get to that? 19
It's
questions.
not question. It's still talking.
I'm still talking.
19 questions. Remove recurring. Give me another word for amazing.
Surprising victories?
Surprising victories. Is there anything like that?
No.
The victories that you don't expect.
Expect, yeah.
What do you call them? You call them surprising victories, amazing victories? What do you call them? There can be no better lead. Can they?
Unexpected victories.
Unexpected victories. Can we land? That's the 20th question?
No.
Wow.
Yes, we can land.
No.
You said no, so what's the answer? Yes. 1, 2, and
So
3. Can we land?
at least you can give us.
Which one? Give me one last one.
Smashing victories.
Smashing victories, indeed. And that, indeed, smashing their faces. We'll be looking for surprise victories. If you're a fan, if you're a follower, if you're a lover of 20 questions, the year 2020 is one in which you would have surprise victories coming like rainfall in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Mystery Boys, object number 3.
Vatican City. Vatican City.
Finalists, vegetable mineral,
A
strong
place,
human connection.
a place, Mr. Chairman.
A place,
African place.
not an African place.
European place.
A European place. 3 questions, panelists.
Mister, are you looking for a capital of a country?
What if the capital is also the name of the country? 4 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, are you looking for the name of a country?
Yes, I am. 5 questions, panelists.
Mr. Chairman, the name of this country, is it one word?
Not one word. 6 questions, panelists.
2 words.
2 words.
Mr. Chairman,
7 questions.
Mr. Chairman, United Kingdom will be too cheap to bring in here.
United Kingdom. You never know. 8 questions, I'm afraid no. The population by the 2017 census is just 1,000. It is a country.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
2 words.
I said so.
Holy See.
Holy See. Aha. 9 questions, I'm afraid no. That's not with what Mystery Boys gave me. 9 questions.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
away from for knowledge purposes, why the name of this country is on this show,
Yes.
does the name sound ridiculous in any way?
It doesn't. It would never. 10 questions. Except in some years. 10 questions. The program is 20 questions. We're grateful to our sole sponsor, the Accountant General of Akwa Ibom State, Pastor Uwem Sunday. And Gracian. Yes, panelists.
But Mr. Chairman, you did say that Holy See is not the name that Mystery Voice gave.
Yes, sure. It could be Holy See, but it's not the name Mr. Boyce gave me. What is the name? Where exactly does the Pope, who is the leader of the Catholic Church,
Vatican.
stay?
Vatican.
Why? It's not Rome?
It's Rome.
Oh. Vatican is also Rome? How many things are people even telling me?
Mr. Chairman, that's the name.
Which name?
Vatican. No, I mean where the Pope stays.
Is where?
Vatican.
You
Vatican.
said that is Rome.
So,
Because
Mr.
you know there's been so much confusion surrounding that. So where does the Pope stay? Where is Rome in all of this? By the way, where is Rome?
It's in Italy.
Oh, Rome is in Italy. It's not the capital of Italy. Okay. 10 questions, panelists. You know, small things that we take for granted.
So, Mr. Chairman, are you looking for the Vatican?
The Vatican.
Yes.
Yes, but no. 11 questions.
Are we looking for
Vatican
Vatican
City.
City?
Vatican City.
Vatican City, would that be the name of a country? That's what I want you to think about. Vatican City is actually surrounded by Rome.
But it carries the status of a country.
It carries the status of a country.
Yes.
Okay? I thought but that's Vatican City?
Yes.
With just 1,000 people?
Yes.
Ah. And its president is Giuseppe Bettello of Vatican City. So would that be where the Pope stays? Are we together?
Yeah, we are.
Did you hear the information I just gave you? Vatican City has the president. And you are saying that is where the Pope, that's the headquarters of the Catholic Church. I thought the Pope would be the leader of Vatican City. Is the one that true, false?
No, he's the
What are we
leader.
looking
He's
for?
the leader of the sect. That's the Catholic Church, not the
Not political leader per
not the
se.
political leader.
Oh, the political leader is different. So you are
Should
saying, no, you look into the camera. Where's your camera? Look into the camera and say that, yes, so that your families would all know whether you came here. No. Yeah, we have just to be serious. Are you saying that we are looking for Vatican City on the show?
No.
Wait, now he's
But,
playing
but,
with
but,
us.
Questions now.
Mr. Chairman, sometimes we hit at the objects and you derail us.
No. How will you say that? I am here to help you. I just asked you, okay, are you looking for Vatican City? Considering all the information I've given
Yes.
you, are you looking for the Vatican City?
Mr. Chairman, we are not the one to ask us questions. He has asked you whether the Vatican, you said no. Another question, whether Vatican City, you said no.
No, I don't understand. No, so now here I've just asked you. I said, okay, let him say it again. Look into the camera and tell your family people that what the chairman is saying, after all the information I've given you, is called Vatican City.
Okay, we are looking for the Vatican City.
The Vatican City, no.
Vatican City.
13 questions now.
Vatican City.
We're looking for Vatican City.
That's what we were saying.
You know, so then just, I don't know how we call this edition of the show, but it's an edition of help. We've just been helping them and helping them. Mystery Boys, they managed to arrive at that, I think at the 13th, 14th questions. We just must leave it here at this point. I'd like to say that I'm grateful to everyone who helped in a way or two to make sure this edition came as it has. I'm grateful to consultee Thomas Etuk. I'm grateful to the team that he works with, the Dream Team of Bush House Nigeria. I'm grateful to the supervisor technicals, that is in the same company with his cameraman, and of course Ansa, who is in charge of console. And there's also some guy, Nijelity, some that we need to thank a great deal. He's the editor. He makes sure this goes on TV and online every time. Panelists, that is Xavier Ekpe, Osoro Peters, and would-be Dr. Charles Mandor. We're grateful. Please put your hands together for them. Mr. Boys is Fon Ekaiba. He joins me, Michael Bush, the church, to say, God bless you. Good night. Goodbye.